Yo, YouTube. What's going on? What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? It's been a little bit of time. How's everybody doing today? Man, I haven't been live in a little bit. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to apologize first off. I was supposed to go live a little while ago. Some things got set back. I'm here, though. I'm here. Let's talk about arm wrestling. I have some things I want to talk about for sure. Before tonight, I had some pancakes. Thanks for tuning in. Texas Prana in the house. What's up, buddy? There we go. How you guys doing? Oh, hair's looking crazy. Ah, I don't know if I can find it. I don't know if the hair is going to cooperate today. Mike McIntyre, what's going on? Randy Mendez, yo, Bishop Arm Wrestling in the house. What's going on, bud? Arm Wrestling opinion. Who you got, Morozov versus Ravaz? I've been saying that I think Ravaz rolls out Morozov. I think he takes Morozov's wrist. Xavier in the house. What's up, bud? Thanks for coming through, you guys. So good to see everybody. I'm happy to be live again. Been a busy few weeks. Yeah, it's been busy. So, for those of you guys, why is the thing acting weird? Got 31 people, 26 people in here, 6 likes. Yeah, so I've been arm wrestling a lot. Basically, the Sunday before Devin got here, I've been arm wrestling like twice a week since then. And whether from the collabs and from practice and stuff, my arms have been trashed. Daniel, what's going on, man? Yeah, so I've been arm wrestling a lot. Heading out to Houston, Texas this Saturday. So I'll be over there with Chance Shaw, Alex Kerdecha. I believe Artem's going to be there. Uncle John. A bunch of people going out there for super matches. So be hanging out, having a good time. Excited to see everybody. If you guys are anywhere near Texas or Houston, or you guys can go, suggest going and hanging out with us. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Chave looking like a beast. Yeah, he got repotted. Chave's been killing the game. Been flexing. No, he's hyped. He loves his new house. So yeah, I'm gonna pin you again. Arm wrestling uncensored like a baby. Oh, I don't. Okay, for show. Sammy Sprinkler says, did you go to Brian's mountain home in Colorado or just the new house? I think it was the new house. It looked pretty new. Carolyn Looms. What's up, Carolyn? There she is. Good to see you, Carolyn. Thanks for dropping by. Joshua T. So why do you think Larry Wheels is good, and how strong did Devin feel? Okay, so Devin felt strong. Yeah, as always, he felt great. Veronica Knight in the house. Veronica, what's going on there? She is. So the topic I want to talk about was Larry. I don't know if you guys watched on Larry's channel. Larry hosted that tournament in Dubai, the one that will qualify you for a match in King of the Table. And Larry competed himself, and so did Khalid Jashel. There are a lot of people you guys have seen were in there, and so did Sabin Badalescu. Now, Sabin Badalescu, for those of you guys that don't know, he's had a pin on Levon. Sabin Badalescu has always been known as, a very strong super heavyweight. I believe he's out of Bulgaria. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or no, is it Bulgaria or sorry if I get it wrong. It's not. Is it Bulgaria? One of those countries over there around Bulgaria. I can't remember which one. I believe it might be Bulgaria. Romania. Yeah, I think it's Romania. There you go. Sorry. Thank you, Andre Alexeyev. I appreciate that. Yes, it is Romania. You're right. Romania. So Sabin Badalescu went to the tournament over there for to make it to King of the Table, and he actually he ended up winning the spoiler. Sorry, guys. Spoiler. He ended up winning the event. The video's been out for a little while on Larry's channel, and so at some point Sabin and Larry met up pretty early on in the rounds, and so Sabin basically extends Larry's arm, looks at the camera, yeah, I got this, and he couldn't go through Larry's bicep, which is very impressive. On top of that, when Larry got the stop on his bicep, Larry was tightening up. So the transitions he was making on the table, from getting a stop on Sabin to tightening up his shoulder to starting to drive with pronation, the fluidity that Larry's getting on the table looks so much better than before. I texted him immediately after I got done watching that video, dude, so proud of you, man. You're making huge gains and huge steps. Sabin, is the one saying he's gonna be ready to take on Levon again, and he's ready to beat the best guys in the world. and Larry put a hard stop on him. And Sabin, they missed a pretty big elbow foul part on that match as well against Larry. But just the fact that Larry was in that match with Sabin and was able to get that stop, I'm not saying Larry's ready to go beat Levon, guys. I'm saying that people were, crapping all over Larry. He's never going to do it. He's never going to be good at arm wrestling. And that's not the case. I mean, from what I understand, he's training full-time for arm wrestling right now. Adam Silver says Larry is all gung-ho, and that's what it looks like. And it looks like it's transitioning over onto the table. So I'm very excited about Larry. Obviously I've always been excited about Larry taking this serious. I went out there and worked with the guy, and it was really awesome to see him being way more comfortable on the table and being able to get a hard stop on someone like Sabin Badalescu, who won the whole thing. After Larry, Sabin pretty much went through most people. So that in and of itself is a huge win for Larry Wheels. The fact that he was even in it whatsoever early on when they were more relatively fresh is massive. Yeah, he didn't beat him, but he was in the match. Like, he's definitely was in an argument where he could have beat Sabin with a few adjustments and things like that. So if you guys haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. But this is huge props, huge shout out to Larry Wheels. You can tell if you know what you're looking for. If you've watched arm wrestling for a long time and you watched some videos of Larry a year ago and you watched that video of Larry from this past event, you can see how much more comfortable he is on the table, looking very good. Very excited about seeing what happens with Larry and him moving forward. Carolyn Looms, thank you for the member for 12 months. Says free message per month as a member. Derek, you're the greatest. No, Carolyn, you're the greatest. Thank you for supporting me always through thick and thin. Carolyn, you're amazing. Sound is cracking. Sorry about that. Romania. Did you see Camille from Poland? He was also so strong. Oh, that's the big guy that pressed? Yeah, he has that shoulder press. That looks scary. The big guy from Iran looked crazy strong. Just went straight sideways through that press. And then Sabin handled that guy pretty well, the big guy. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing that's crazy. Sabin was looking so strong against everybody else, and Larry put the hard stop on him. So, and I know Sabin wasn't going to go on there and like sandbag or purposely like lose to Larry or make him like. He would go on there to flex and show everybody how strong he is. He didn't take it easy on Larry. You know what I mean? So that's just, it goes back to that. Like yes, going into this, I would have said Sabin probably is going to win this whole match. If I saw the lineup, I would have said Sabin's going to win, and he did win. But Larry getting that stop, man, and he putting that match on, woo, that means a lot, guys. It means a lot. Evil Arms Production, what's going on? Dang, you spoiled it for me. Sorry. Performance enhancing pancakes. The video's been out, man. I'm not taking anything away from Larry, but why do you think he's good? Okay, well, that's what I answer that, hopefully. White Wolf, what's up, man? Joseph Williams, up, man? Brian Shaw collab was gold. Seemed you guys really hit it off. Queued up. Hashtag Team Derek. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate that. Yeah, Brian's my boy. He was out the Rogue Invitational. He posted pictures of Michael Todd. He met Michael Todd. So I texted him this morning. Said he met Mike. Mike was really nice, and I sent him some links for some arm wrestling stuff. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully Brian's still going at it. Yeah, he was. I thought we clicked really well. Brian's a really cool guy. I got along with him really well. We have a lot of similar ideas in terms of training and things like that. So my girlfriend was there, and she was saying we're like two peas in a pod, that we speak similar and we think very similar. So David Moran, hey, buddy from Scotland. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Johnny Dang in the house. There's one of my teammates right there. Pronation is his weakness. Once he gets that, game over, says Deeps. Yeah, definitely has some more to gain and learn, but he's looking a lot better. Eon E says Larry is already real good, just not tippy top of the elite. People are setting their expectations for him super high due to his strongman and powerlifting achievements. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. But that's the general public that aren't into arm wrestling. They don't know. They just think he should come into the sport dusting everybody, just like people would assume Brian Shaw will win every tournament he ever does if he gets into it. It just takes time, guys. And I'm just so happy that Larry's sticking with it and going for it. I would love to see some more aggression out of Larry. That's one thing, and that comes with time. In my experience, I didn't start getting aggressive on the table until later on in my career. It takes a while to build up the confidence on the table, the confidence you know what you're doing, that you're strong enough to do it, and all the things. Then you can start really turning up the aggression. But I would love to see Larry have that deadlifting aggression he has, when he's hitting a PR and screaming and throwing the belt and stuff. I'd love to see that on the table. He's still going to the table pretty new, in terms of his confidence. It looks like he's a little relatively unsure and still trying to find his footing. So I'm really excited to see Larry get that swag, get that confidence on the table, and see how that pans out. Carpenter Jim says Simon had like 3 elbow fouls before they called it. Either way, great pull. Yes, I agree. I saw those fouls. I was like, oh, come on. And it was the down ref was what's his name? Larry's home buddy that's out on the team with him. Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. Damn it, I can't think of his name. The guy on the team, he was the down ref. So I bet Larry's talking a bunch of crap to him about missing the elbow fouls. Sergio, yeah, that's it. Sergio, yeah. Simon Badlescu is such a nice guy, full of love. I think there is an arm wrestler with more love than Simon Badlescu, says Coerce. I have not met him in person, so I cannot attest to that, but seems like he can be a nice enough guy. Definitely gets pretty intense. I think he lets his passion get away from him sometimes, but I definitely would not say I think he's a bad guy or a mean guy. I haven't met him. $20 super chat says from Co1ers says, when you go to collab with Simon Badlescu, he's such a loving man, you should reach out. He's far away. I would love to get together with him, film some stuff if it ever makes sense. I have no problem with that at all. I love to arm wrestle with the guy and stuff like that. He's just really far away. I'm out here. It costs a lot of money to make that happen. So, but yeah, if we ever have an opportunity, he's out here or I'm not there for some reason, I'd love to film some videos with Sabino, of course, 100%. And I really want to try his handle. I still haven't used the Sabin, the handle, the spring handle. Carolyn says, Derek, thank you for the $20 super chat, man. I appreciate it. And actually, you are the top donator for the stream. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. With the $20 super chat, you take the top spot. With the $20 super chat, top spot, Coerce. Hanging out with Shave, man. You're the one keeping Shave warm today. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. You are top donator for the day so far. First super chat of the day. So where am I in the chat? Gabriel Young in the house. What's going on, man? I was kidding, Derek. You know I love you. Salty Matt says, hey, Derek, what's up? I went to your seminar at Arm Wrestling Uncensored a few months ago. Your hand is so huge. It gave me a lot of good training tips. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you got something out of that seminar. I definitely talked a lot. I can talk for hours about arm wrestling. So Gabriel Young, member for 10 months, says, how long realistically till I beat Alan, you think? I haven't felt you in a while, man. I'd have to, in order for me to answer that, because I can't set the time, I'd have to feel your progress, right? Because I could say, it depends on how hard you're training and how fast you're progressing. You know what I mean? And also how fast you're developing a counter to Alan, right? With his big hand and his style. So it's kind of hard to say. But we'll say with your style, it will assume you're progressing as fast as anybody can possibly progress. I would say a couple years, like probably 1 or 2 years, and I think you're beating him. Maybe faster than that, depending on what you're doing. Where do you think Devin is in the world rankings right now? Says Salty Matt. Devin right now. He's lighter. He's still coming back from that injury. I mean, I know he says he feels good, but he took a big step back. Definitely not pancaked up right now. But I do have him as the favorite in Prudnik, in his match with Prudnik. So I don't know, probably it's such a mishmash of people from 2 to 15. Probably somewhere around 10th. I'd have to look at the list again. Somewhere around 8th, 9th. But then I would rank Prudnik even higher than that, and I think he beats Prudnik. I don't know, man. It's so hard to somewhere between 6th and 9th. I don't know. It's so messy. It's so messy right now with everybody beating everybody. Somewhere in there off the top of my head, but I'd have to look at the rankings list to give you a better answer for sure. Bellman M says, how does your back pressure compare with Ermi's 84 kg lift? Seems like a cool benchmark to aim for. I don't know. I don't do a pure back pressure lift. I train the components of back pressure, but I don't go for max back pressure lift. So I use back pressure on an arm wrestling table when I'm arm wrestling. That's how I test it out. So I haven't measured, so I don't know. Let's see. You guys taking off from me a little bit. Got 121 people in here, guys. Thank you for coming in. You guys, if you guys could take a second, hit that thumbs up button, I would appreciate it. If you're on a cell phone, just close out the live chat, hit the thumbs up, bring the live chat back up. I appreciate a big thumbs up, like spike. It helps get this thing all noticed and stuff like that. And Larry did pull Mazza here as well. Awesome. Awesome match. Yeah, really hyped for that. Devin, no limits to the perfect storm, Brzegashvili. I like that name. What's going on? Robert Kelly, big guy, can't wait to avoid you in Houston. Yeah, Robert, been running your mouth. I'll see you in Houston, Robert Kelly. Devin's forearm in the house. What's going on, man? Archdog, what's going on? There he is. What's up with Sabin kissing that dude? What? I think I missed that. We late tonight, says JO Fitness. Yeah, I started an hour later tonight, guys. Joe, though, only 11 minutes late this time. Let's go. Joe, thanks for coming in. You guys, I love seeing all the members in the chat. You guys, if you guys aren't a member, there's membership available. You guys hit that join button. I really appreciate the little support, you guys. It helps keep the lights on, helps me be able to do this and chase this dream I have. So thank you. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. Deep says his Mazahir match was good, like an early call in the pin, but still good. Yeah. I mean, before this, if I didn't know Larry had progressed, I would have think Mazahir would have beat him. So that was awesome. Justin King, do you see how Sabin appeared out of nowhere during his teammates match and yelled "my master"? It was hilarious. Yeah, he kept saying, "That's my master, it's my master." But the thing is, I think Sveton, the guy that was winning, Sveton Kashevsky, he's Bulgarian, and then Sabin's Romanian, which I think is why I got it mixed up in my head. But he is, I believe, if you ask Engin Terzi about Sveton Kashevsky, he has Sveton as like top 5 ever. So I don't quote me exactly on that, but I know Engin has him ranked super high as one of the best arm wrestlers in history. He always holds him at a very high esteem for sure. And he's older now. He's obviously not in his prime, and he's still doing damage, still beating Bojidar. Semyonov is crazy impressive. Let's see. Is there some playlist or video you would recommend for arm wrestling beginners? If you're a beginner arm wrestler, the best content you're probably going to find is on Voice of Arm Wrestling, which would be Coach Ray's videos. That'll probably be the best beginner stuff. They break a lot of things down very simply and spell it out for new guys. So yeah, just go check out Voice of Arm Wrestling, and they have playlists, I believe, on his channel. I'm not sure if they have a beginner playlist, but I know they have playlists on there. So definitely check out Voice of Arm Wrestling, Coach Ray. Give him a subscribe. Let's see. Chave looks like he's patting himself with some new soil. Yeah, Bridge has been taking care of him. Carolyn says, Derek, Vitalis Lawless is 30 minutes away from Marcus. If you ever get to Ireland, love their strongman gym, and I bet you know he's an old time arm wrestler. Yeah. Actually, so I fumbled and I hit up Marcus for that Ireland match, but I had taken too long to give him a solid answer, and they already booked somebody else. So I was really I wanted to go to the Ireland in January for a match Marcus Thompson was going to try to set me up with, but I waited too long while I was trying to figure things out. So I know somewhere in here is going to be a question, Derek, what's your next match? As of right now, I don't have one at all. I'm looking around January for something. I had been messing up with my training and not going as hard as I could. And these last couple weeks, I keep doing twice a week because of the collabs and things like that. So my arms have been busted, but I'm very motivated to train right now. So I'm really excited about a match somewhere around January. That's where I'm looking. So yeah. Let's see. 20 years, Gabe says J-Web Fitness is messed up. Is that a bigger pot? Asked White Wolf. Yes, it's definitely a bigger pot. Corey Van Meter says, you look pretty good versus Devin. Have you talked about this, his next match versus Prudnik? Okay, we can get into that a little bit. Obviously, that's the hot topic right now is Devin versus Prudnik. So Devin, when I was talking to Devin out here, he had already done that little practice session with Prudnik. Now, even in the video, you see Devin pretty much holding Prudnik and doing well with him and controlling him, right? So when I'm talking to Devin back here, he's like, I'm pretty sure Prudnik was like sandbagging me. Like he said it himself. He goes, I'm pretty sure that Prudnik wasn't giving me everything. He was just kind of testing some waters. So Devin's not underestimating Prudnik or thinking he's weak at all. I do think that's the case. I do think Prudnik went over there to kind of test the waters with Devin because he sees Devin as a potential opponent. So I don't think he would give him everything and show all his cards to Devin, per se. So I think that was a fact-finding mission. Now, I think I have Devin as the 55% favorite. So 55-45 Devin Larratt. That's how close it is in my mind. I think that Prudnik has been training pretty hard and prepping. Devin has not been. He's just been getting table time. Even if we'll assume Devin hops on pancakes for this, Devin's only going to have a few weeks of pancakes, not enough time to do a huge build-up in power and really fully prep. So he's taking this relatively unprepped, this match with Prudnik, compared to Prudnik, who's been training for his match the entire time, right, with Michael Todd. So, and probably training relatively similar to Eddie Wood against Devin, right? So training for that lane. So Prudnik is going to be really prepped. Devin is going to be coming in relatively unprepped. If they had this match in, say, January, I would have Devin as the 70-30 favorite, right? But because it's closer, I think it's because less prep time for Devin. I think it's Devin the favorite, but not a ton. I don't think Prudnik will be able to sink in a hook with Devin. No one does. Nobody sinks in a hook, right? So kind of get the hook thing out of our minds. So if you get the hook out, because nobody sinks in a hook with Devin against Devin's King's move, right? Not even Levon. So so then you have top rolling Devin, you have flop pressing him, and then you have like just direct side pressure. Direct side pressure, even Levon's wrist started going at the end, even though Devin's not as strong as he was then. I think with the weight difference and stuff, he'll still be strong enough to crack Prudnik's wrist. So I think that gets out direct side pressure. So I think that leaves us with a top roll from Prudnik or a flop press. I think those are the two angles that have potential, right? Prudnik isn't a small guy. He's not huge, but he's not small. He can definitely get his shoulder behind a press, I believe, and push down. I think what he was testing out was the top roll in that sparring. So that's what I look for. I look for a high sideways option from Prudnik and or a flop press. But if at any point that match stops and gets into a grinder, anything more than 20 seconds, I think Prudnik's screwed. I know Prudnik's a great athlete. I know he's extremely versatile and extremely powerful, but it doesn't change who Devin is and how his endurance is. So if he can stop it, it's Devin's, as always. But Prudnik is very strong. He's going to be stronger than me right now going sideways. And even though I had a tore up Devin and I wasn't prepped, I could still make him work a little bit over there. Vrej still made him work a little bit, but he'd been practicing days on end, wasn't prepped and stuff. But I don't know. I have Devin as a favorite, but not by a ton, right? Logia says Larry beat Mazir, who's very experienced and tricky. I'd also love to see him beat him more on a technical rather than strength, but he beat him nonetheless. I agree. Let's see. Someone said Chance here. Oh, Chance, what's up, dude? Thanks for coming through, buddy. Oh wait, I jumped way down. Oh God, I jumped way down. I'm sorry. Oh no. Okay, I'm caught up with you guys. White Wolf, seeing different. I saw Devin beating Hermes. Maybe I'm delusional. Potentially, stylistically, Hermes is pretty big right now. I think Hermes is a little bit too big right now for Devin right now. Aiden Murray says, thanks for always bringing a positive attitude to the table on your channel. Always inspiring me to train hard. No problem, Aiden. Go kill it, brother. I hope you take this positive spin and apply it to your training, man, and your life if you can. Veronica Knight, if you don't know, now you know, posting the link tree. Thank you so much, Veronica. You guys, if you follow that link tree, it'll take you to all my socials and all the sponsors that I have and the discount codes for all those guys. So you guys go check those companies out and yeah, give me a follow or a subscribe or something. Andy Beckett says, hey, Derek and Chad, I hope all is well. Andy, thanks for coming through. Optims, yo, great. Says, how often should the top arm wrestlers do super matches? Once, twice, a dozen times a year. Depends on the polar and who they're matching up with and how tough they are and how much time they need for prep, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, so it depends. I mean, I'm sure everybody would want to see everybody arm wrestle a dozen times a year for sure. Yeah, I don't know if there's a set answer for how often they should. It's more of an opinion based. Let's see. Justin Cobble says Sabin called him his master. Yep. Somebody have hugged Gachevsky for a good 45 minutes. Carolyn with the $2 super chat. Sorry, Carolyn. Remember, guys, if it's anything less than $5, it doesn't notify me, so I have to see it in the chat. Still undefeated in Mexico. Nice one there. Thank you. Yes, I am still undefeated in Mexico. If anybody wants a piece from Mexico, let me know. We could have a match. Marcy Space says, Derek, slow it down. Don't need to answer every answer. Oh, that's the whole fun part of it. I try until I fall so far behind, which I'm pretty sure I'm falling pretty far behind right now because I can see the little sidebar climbing up. You guys are still going. Roscoe Flats is going on. You do good things here. Darren Legacy, I'm sure I'm late. Can you tell me what Larry's doing? Larry just looked really impressive in his last tournament matches that he had this past weekend. So if you haven't watched the video on Larry's channel, go watch it. I was just pointing out that Larry's looking much more fluid on the table, much more comfortable, and he's looking very strong as well. Devin's Classy Finger, what's going on? How did Devin feel compared to Ravaz? Just totally different pressures and totally different directions. Very different arm wrestlers. You can't compare them. Roscoe Flat says Coach Ray King. Yeah, Coach Ray is amazing. Consummate Devin, I challenged Derek for his ranking. All right. JV says Table Monkeys is good too for newbies. Videos, I haven't explored their channel very much though to see like all their other content. But great dudes for sure. I haven't explored their content too much. Let's see. Elias the Aquanaut says, "Love you, man. Keep on keeping on." Of course. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging out, guys. Keep winning for sure. 201 Arm Wrestling has amazing instructionals. Yeah, there's a lot of channels that do it, guys. I just recommended Coach Ray off the top of my head. So yeah. Dave Anderson says he lives. Yeah, sorry, I did go live last week. So I did a huge collab. Screw it. I'll tell you guys about it. I mean, why not? Build some hype around it. I went out to the beach. I went out to Venice Beach and filmed some content with a very known YouTuber. Some arm wrestling content where I was dressed in disguise and I was arm wrestling people on the boardwalk. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know who I'm talking about because I tagged them in some pictures and stuff like that. I don't want to give out too much, but I'll give you that much. The video should be released in about a week. They said it'd be about 2 weeks. That was last Wednesday, so it's been a week. So the video should be out in about a week. I'll release I made a video of the behind the scenes footage. I'll be releasing that. I didn't want to release it 2 weeks before the video came out. Then you guys are all just to be waiting for 2 weeks. So probably in the next 4 or 5 days, I'll release the video of the behind the scenes footage of what I did that day, and then you guys can hopefully their video comes out like right after that, and you can go watch their video. But it was pretty good. I had a lot of fun with it. For sure. It's good content. And luckily no one got hurt. Everybody was safe. Let's see. Justin King, I noticed Brian Shaw's videos with you were some of his most viewed that he's posted recently. Yeah, because we had a lot of fun, and people are tripping out that I'm really big. Not as big as Brian. Oh yeah, I think I'm taller than him, but because I'm relatively big. Making some new music for the hype vid. Okay. Granny Soup Lady says my wife has a crush on Prudnick, the opera singer. Chance says, you ready for this weekend? Ready for what, Chance? We're hanging out and watching. Yeah, we'll get on the table a little bit. I've been rehabbing my arm so much. My right arm is trashed, but I'm rehabbing the crap out of it this week, getting ready for Saturday. So hopefully I can do some solid after pulling. The left feels pretty good, but yeah, the right was hurting since Devin's been here. Dingen Enigma of No Rage Limit Tarot. Hey Derek, what's going on, dude? I hope Evgeny wins, says Logia. Okay. I'm still on Devin's side. Chance versus Derek this weekend, says Robert Kelly. Well, I'm sure we'll hop on the table at some point. Let's see, because Chance don't right-handed, because Chance don't want this left. You don't want the left work. Justin Cobble says, do you think that Devin feels like Prudnick will have a better chance to beat him the more time he prepares, and that's why Devin is rushing to take this match now? No, I think Prudnick's already fully prepped for Michael Todd, and that got canceled. So I don't think Devin's really tripping on Prudnick's prep. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Benji Mack in the house. Roscoe Flats. Devin switching up his training style. Devin versus Larry Wheels. What? Devin wins right now. For right now. Who knows about the future? Chance, where's Evan's shoes, bro? My guy, Russell Monroe, in the house. There he is. William. Oh, I'm trying to scroll down, but it just jumps on me. William Corum says, how about Brian Shaw? That man will rule the arm wrestling world if he went ham with it. It'll take some time. But Brian has an insane amount of potential, of course. He would just need to dedicate to arm wrestling, purely for arm wrestling for a while. But I'm thinking, he asked me the same question. I told him about 3 years. If he dedicates solely to arm wrestling, I think by 3 years, he's knocking on elite doors. Potentially a little bit sooner than that, but that's if he fully commits to arm wrestling. Let's see. Brad Butler, I was disappointed in Devin disclosing all the injury stuff. I don't like giving the fanboy fans an excuse if he loses. I wish he would have kept that to himself. It's a troll. I don't get it. But he still says he feels good. So if he feels good, he knows the way his body feels. He knows how strong he feels on the table. When he says he's good, it doesn't really matter. Devin would never use that as a cop out about what the doctors say. I don't think. If he says he feels good, then he feels good, right? Let's see. Veggie Brad, what's going on? Everybody saying hi to Chance. Vaquero says, "Yo, how's it hanging? It's chilling." Jeff Hale versus Levon. Who wins? Jeff Hale wins, of course. Ralph's perspective says Devin said he believes he has pulled more than anyone in history over the last 2 months. I would consider that at least a bit of prep. Yeah, he was going day after day after day, like practice, the next day another practice, next day another practice, and then we did 2 practices in one day when he was over here. He's definitely been hitting it. It's like anything when he's not letting go. I don't think Prudnick can blast Devin to the pad. That would be his biggest, opportunity is if he can blast Devin straight to the pad. Derek, can we get some custom emojis, please? I think Devin's Forum makes them like Shave Planet emoji for members. Oh, yes. Oh, here's a crazy. That would be cool. Yeah, let me look into that. Let me look into get you guys some custom emojis. Yeah, definitely need to do that. A Shave emoji should be in there for sure. What if Pancake 2.0 Devin fought current Hermes? So like Levon prepped Devin versus Hermes. We haven't seen this. Hermes right now is big, guys, and people keep asking. Okay, we'll talk about that match. Hermes versus Dave. I have Dave as a favorite, 60-40 favorite. I think that Hermes takes Dave's wrist. Okay, right. He's going to take his wrist. I agree that happens. Hermes has not been this big. I'm worried about his endurance. I'm worried about those new big giant muscles he has. He's never been this big. I don't think he understands the pump and how endurance is going to plummet. Dave is getting more and more comfortable with that shoulder behind his arm and pressing down. First round, right? You got to think about this. First round, Hermes, I don't believe, will very center table from ready go, take Dave's wrist. He can't go sideways and be offensive and take Dave's wrist. I don't think many people, anyone besides Levon, is strong enough to take Dave's wrist center table and go sideways from round 1 when Dave's fresh. So I'm assuming Hermes is going to top roll, right? So I'm assuming Hermes' first top roll, if he takes Dave's wrist, is going to be a defensive top roll, meaning he's going to open himself up this way to take Dave's wrist. Bam, something like that. Now, Dave is looking so comfortable transitioning that if they get in that war and Hermes takes the hand and he can't go sideways through Dave, remember, Dave's side pressure is stronger than Todd Hutchings' side pressure. It is, right? They've tested it. So when he takes Dave's hand, going sideways through Dave might be difficult. And if Dave starts laying on that tricep and start pressing early on and they get in that war, if it becomes a war, I don't see Hermes gaining gas. I think he starts to gas and the arm opens up more and more and it starts blowing up, right? He's so much bigger now. So I think, even though it sounds crazy, I think it does become an endurance match. And because of the styles, I think that Dave might be able to lay on that arm. Now, I think the thing that could potentially make me wrong would be if Hermes has more side pressure than I believe, is just a different level of strength than I believe, and is a little faster than I'm seeing him be. Those are the things I think that could really change it up. But yeah, I have Dave as a 60-40 favorite. In my mind, everybody is welcome to your own opinion, guys. Welcome to your own opinion. Hermes is big right now. It's really big. Hermes is a stylistic nightmare for Devin, says Logia. Is he? Is he? Why do you say that? I don't know if I agree with you on that. Explain it, Logia. Explain to me why he's stylistically a nightmare for Devin. Paul Stevens says, "What's up, buddy? Just got here. Just got on. See you next weekend. I will be in Texas, so I won't be at the practice this coming weekend. But the following weekend, I'll be back. But it'll be my regular practice. So yeah, you come on up, Paul. You're always welcome to practice, man. Paul Lynn's left trap house. Yo, what's going on? William Corn, Brian Shaw in the field. Thoughts? Brian can be amazing with some work, man. He's a great dude. And another great thing about Brian is that if he gets into arm wrestling, Brian is a big believer and a big proponent in strongman of getting the strongmen paid, of getting the athletes taken care of having it be viewed as a profession and edifying the athletes and getting the athletes on another level and being taken care of. Brian bringing that same train of thought into arm wrestling would be fantastic for the sport. If he became a full-time arm wrestler, I would love to see Brian start. I wouldn't be shocked. Brian starts hosting his own events. Brian starts demanding the athletes are getting paid. The athletes are making more than the promoters and things like that. And the athletes are getting edified and built onto a new level. That's a mental approach that Brian brings from strongman into arm wrestling. He likes to see money get moved and athletes get paid. So I love that. I was talking to Brian about that for hours, about how passionate he is about all the athletes in strongman getting paid. And so if he came into arm wrestling, I have no doubt he would bring that same mindset over here. So that's another thing I'm really excited about if Brian gets in the sport. Let's see. Just a couple. I like those kind of videos with someone like Alan Fisher because they don't look super strong. I know, but I'm huge, so it's kind of hard to hide me in the video. Performance enhancing pancake. Yep, that is the name. Like spike, everyone. 189. What are we at? We're at 204 people watching, 100 likes. That means half you guys haven't hit the like button. If you guys give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate you guys. Help boost up the stream. We'll try to get this like spike going. Are the Arm Fighter rankings pretty accurate? They are for so they're not North America. They don't count Canada. They're fairly accurate. Yeah, I like they've done some stuff where in terms of ranking where I was a little confused. Like originally after my win with Tim, I was ranked above Corey. I think I was ranked 5th and Corey was ranked 6th. I think on the Arm Fighter rankings. Then Corey beat Krasimir. Fantastic win. Krasimir's amazing, a legend, huge win, but he's not an American, and so somehow they put Corey above me because he beat a Bulgarian who wasn't on our list. So I thought that was weird. So sometimes they like, but the in the hook rankings, the ones that Chance Shaw runs, is purely based on like who you beat. Well, most of the time, it's based on just you beat a guy, you take his spot, and it's people within the rankings only. So it doesn't matter, if I have a match with somebody else, far away, it doesn't affect the rankings. But besides that, yeah, they're fairly accurate. Spent Sparky, and if you want to see the In the Hook rankings, guys, it's on Facebook. So search In the Hook rankings in the search bar, and you'll see the Facebook page pop up. And Chance is the one running that. Spence Sparky says, "How much has Brian Shaw helped your channel? I know I subscribed after the video. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for coming over from Brian's channel. I believe it boosted me a little over 2,000, like 2,400 subscribers, I believe, the growth. But I did that Devin collab right when I got back from hanging out with Brian as well. So both those collabs kind of work together. But it was, I got about a little over $2,000 in terms of subscribers. Jason Lewis, I missed the first few minutes. What is Larry doing? Larry's just growing. He's doing great as an arm wrestler. He's improving. Drummer boy Derek, what's it like being such a pimp? I am not a pimp. Not a pimp at all. Tasmanot says, got in a bit late. Just wondering if you had an opinion on how Devin can even pull if his arm is busted up as he says it is. Just grit. Just grit and pure hatred of losing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. Chance says, not pulling, just hanging. My arms are toast. Chance, don't you start with me. We're going to get on the table at some point. You have the rest of the week. Come on. For a little side table action. Me and Chance are gonna tag team Alex Gordetcha. We're gonna just keep chopping away at him until we get pins on him at that practice. Chance, you gotta stick with the plan. Benji Max says, what's going on Saturday? You pulling in Florida? No, I'm going to Texas, to Houston. TD Arm Wrestling says, hey Derek, as an experienced arm wrestler, do you still hurt your elbows after spar? No, I don't feel it in my elbows and my inner elbows anymore. I'm getting weird pains like out here, my humerus and stuff from driving sideways, but mostly when I get pulled through in a practice or something like that, then so right now what's lit up on me is right in here, just from Devin. It started with Devin because it was someone strong enough to pull through me, and then I didn't give enough chance to rest. I kept arm wrestling, and so it just hasn't had a chance to heal. So this whole week I've been healing, eating, drinking. I've been going on walks today and yesterday. I've been going on walks, like Devin. Walking's great, you guys. Walking's great in terms of just getting the body moving, blood circulation, helps your digestion, helps your general mood. It's nice to get out there and stretch my legs. So I've actually been going on walks. So guys, if you're in Discord with me, then I've been hopping in voice chat and we chat while I go on my little walks like an old man. Been putting on my Skechers and going on walks. Let's see. You versus Bobcat on a hiking trail. Who wins? Says Casey Jones. I would destroy Bobcat. That sounds so painful. I don't know if I win. I feel like I just throw him and I run. CFS from the moon says, what's up, Derek? What's up, dude? Just kicking it. How you doing? Captain Obvious. Hey, yo, Derek. Are you disappointed the news of Denver's Prudnick has buried the real story of Beerman identifying as a female to compete at the Freedom Table event? I have not heard anything about that. Is that true? That's hilarious if that's true. Please, someone follow up with that and give me if that's true, give me the news. Jamie Sheldon in the house there, my guy. Cobra Rhodes right after both of you guys. Legends. What's up, Jamie? Jamie is the reason I'm still arm wrestling and in this sport. He is the one that showed me the ropes. If you guys do not know Jamie Sheldon, then follow him. NatFit, owner of NatFit, you guys. Discount code AWDerek on NatFit. NatFitNation.com. Check it out. And Cobra Rhodes right there, the legend, the man himself. Definitely one of mine and Jamie's heroes. I know that. Cobra Rhodes, amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me, Cobra. You going to go to the brewery to the big SoCal practice? No, I will be in Texas. Roscoe Flats, no good pulling weak people, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Do you think that Devin is intentionally trying to calcify his elbow to shorten his range of motion? I don't believe so. What's in the elbows when it doesn't open up, like Michael Todd, Bob Brown, Devin Larratt type thing, it's supposed to be a membrane in your elbow locks it. Bob Brown had his checked out extensively. There's a membrane in there that hardens and keeps it from moving. EP says who was the big Sabin wrestled in the finals? Has he wrestled outside of Iran? Said he's bigger than Levon. I don't know who that dude is. I have never seen that guy before, and that guy was huge. I don't know. He was massive, easily over 400 pounds. I don't know who that is though. If Dave, Devin, and John get obliterated, it's gonna be rough. I agree. Hermes has to get past the storm first. If Hermes loses to Dave, he will lose to Devin. Is Bridget coming to Texas? Maggie asking. No, she is not. She has to work, sadly. Because she works at UPS, then she's pretty much cannot travel November and December. So it's blacked out. She can't do it, sadly. If Devin could, his arm wouldn't open from his chest. I know, right? If Devin flop presses Hermes, I will eat my keyboard. If Dave flop presses Hermes, I will eat my keyboard. Oh, really? Well, his wrist is going to go. Right? I think we can all agree that Dave's wrist will probably get busted back. So there's not a lot of options after that besides a flop press. So, yeah. Let's see. Tiberio Faria Correa says thoughts on Devin versus Prudnik. I talked about it a little while ago if you want to rewind it, but basically I have Devin as a 55% favorite over Prudnik's 45%. Ravaz versus Morozov. I have Ravaz taking Morozov's wrist. I think stylistically it's not the best matchup for Morozov. I think that Ravaz is going to get out there and take Morozov's wrist. And I think with the amount that Ravaz has been training, I think that he can finish the match up to that as well. Let's see. How's Brian's cup and wrist as of right now? Brian didn't know how to use his cup very well, right, in terms of like how to apply it, supination, and how to use his fingers in conjunction with his wrist. But it was still very strong without it, right? So a ton of potential there. And when he was doing some of his cupping lifts, I gave him some of my cupping numbers that I work out with, so he had a rough idea of numbers wise. So yeah, but that's also on a pulley system. That's not an actual hand. But obviously, Brian, in terms of strength, next level. Just putting it all together. That's why he just needs a ton of table time if he gets into it, just to put it all together. Yeah, there'll be some small stuff he needs to still strengthen up that he hasn't used specifically for arm wrestling, but just on the table. Just needs to be on the table a lot. CV, we do need younger arm wrestlers like you to compete against the East. We need younger arm wrestlers like me to compete against the East. That's right. Young guys like me. Original Justice says, well, that happened. Let's see. How did Larry do? Says Dino Jones. I don't know what his official placing was in the tournament, but there's a match with him and Sabin Badalescu. You got to watch it, and it really just shows that Larry's been progressing a ton, and I'm very excited for him. Dave Anderson, kind of fly by night to be asked, kind of fly by night to be asking for lights. Dave. Esperanza says, I feel like you also have some really cool experience from your past life in competitive gaming to navigate sponsorships, organizing a team, and being a coach. Yes, I've taken a ton of lessons from what I did before arm wrestling and applied it into arm wrestling, and plan to continue to apply it into my future arm wrestling works. Brad Butler, just want to say you're the man, Dirk. Do you have any tourneys or matches scheduled at the moment? I do not. I'm looking for something around January. If you guys have any ideas for something around January, or if you have anything from here till January, you guys want me to come out, put on a seminar, or hang out with you guys, or something like that, let me know. Message me on Instagram, and we could try to work something out. I love putting on the seminars. I love meeting people and training and getting to experience new places and new arms. I'm not quite Devin Laird, but like a mini version, I want to travel around and arm wrestle and meet everybody as well. Daniel Christensen says, "Hey Derek, hope your prep for Jaggers is going well." That match has been shelved. They won by the time we finally they finally picked a date. It was less than a month of prep, and like I said, I hadn't been prepping at all. So I told them I want to do something in January. They said they're going to look for something, but as of right now, my Austin Jaggers match is shelved. So I have nothing on that's set yet for anything. Chance, how much money do you want to rank me above Derek? Yeah, Chance. You versus Corey needs to happen a super match, best 4 of 6. Says Jason Lewis. It'll happen. We're gonna dance. Chance Shaw says, well, sorted. The hook rankings takes into account common opponents. If today I'm over you and I lost to Morozov, then you beat Morozov, you would place over me as long as the matches are recent. Dino says 2K is nice growth after a couple of collabs. Yeah. I'm super spoiled and super appreciative of all of the subscribers that came over. Thank you so much. If you guys are in here and you guys found me through the Devin or through the Brian Shaw videos, welcome, and thank you for hanging out. Let's see. Wax on, wax off says, one day people make videos of Larry being weak at arm wrestling after he dropped the big cycles. The next day, other people saying he's good and improving. I like the internet. Well, I never made a video saying he's weak. Hold on. I only made the video saying Larry's good, so you can't. I'm not being wishy-washy. Jaguar Tree says, what time is it there? It is 6:17 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's see. Morozov farted in Prudnick's face. What? Do you think you versus Sabin would be a good match? Man, it made me really want to arm wrestle him. I'll tell you that much. Watching the videos of this past event made me really want to pull Sabin and see how that would go. I have no idea. how that would go. But I would love to arm wrestle him and figure it out. Hey, Derek, how are you? Keep up the training. I'm great. Cobra Voda, thank you for asking. Yeah, training's going well. I wish I could show you guys. I have my table behind. I got a table and a pulley system and everything at the house. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to get back into training and start going full bore with it. Second super chat of the day from Iberius Cantus, the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Ebrius says, Schoolboy, Colin, Corey West, or Hermes, what scale would you be comfortable? Would you be comfortable in a super match 2023? Who do I think wins amongst those guys, or who would I want to pull, or who wins out of all them? You have it right there. Hermes, Corey West, Colin, Schoolboy would be the order of who wins out of all those guys. In 2023, who would I want to match with? Or what would it look like in 2023? In 2023, I would like to pull Corey West or Hermes. Yeah, that would be my answer for that. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I really appreciate that. Hopefully I read that correctly. If not, just put in the regular chat what you meant by it if I didn't answer your question correctly. Another super chat from White Wolf, $23.45, $23.45 super chat from White Wolf. Thank you so much, man. Hey, Derek, first-time subscriber. I also came over from Brian Shaw's channel. Have y'all gone over to Arm Gods to register your email? Mark is going live next week with the site. Go help him out. Bobcat wins. No, I have not registered my email. I will definitely go do that with the Arm Gods for sure. Thank you for the super chat. You are the top donator of the night. White Wolf taking the crown. There we go. I appreciate the support, brother. As always, White Wolf, always in here. I mean, thank you for the new subscriber. White Wolf with the, we'll just round it up to 23, or round it to 23. $23 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. You actually get to hang out next to Chave. I mean, Marcus might get pissed, but you took the spot next to Chave, kicking it with Chave. Thank you so much for the help, man. I appreciate the support. Let's see where we're at. That might be a good match. The event is full of legends. AEW or WWE? Huh? WWE. Okay, so do you think Devin is intentionally developing membrane to shorten range of motion? Maybe. Yeah, I'm sure if he could, he would. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, I think I was almost caught up with you guys. I swear I was almost caught up. I was working my way down. Okay. Mr. Gagarin, Prudnik beat Levon. Prudnik broken as yourself. I don't know. I know who you're talking. Are you talking to me? I never said Prudnik will beat Levon. What? Say God says, just joined. What is Brian Shaw's potential in your opinion? A ton, like unlimited potential, right? It's just whether he wants it and whether he wants to train for it. But in terms of like what could he achieve, the tippity top. But you guys have to remember, so you guys see Levon as he is now, this big weightlifting giant mammoth of a person. I've talked to Georgian arm wrestlers, and Georgian arm wrestlers have been arm wrestling for a long time. They're friends with Levon. And they said Levon was always that kid. He's been arm wrestling for a long time. He got in all his table time and all that stuff since he was a kid. He was at every tournament, every practice. The kid that would not get off the table. He was that annoying kid that was just always there arm wrestling, right? So it's not like he just picked it up a couple years ago, started lifting a bunch of weights, and was a top guy. But in just a lifetime of arm wrestling into this. He's not new to it. So you got to remember, like, he's 400 pounds of crazy solid muscle and whatever pancake, and years and years and years of arm wrestling experience and knowledge and things like that as well. So Levon's a very good arm wrestler on top of being insanely strong. So it's hard to just have someone just get into the sport and think they're going to pass up Levon to right away, right? It would take a minimum of a few years of solid table time to know how to adjust and know the different angles and know how to apply it. You're not just going to walk in and beat Levon. Now, could they be a very high-ranking arm wrestler? Yeah, of course. But Levon is special. Let's see. Will Levon be number one with 130 kg weight? I don't know. Let's see. You guys talk about Devin's forum. Yeah, Beerman only took home third place because he backed out once Devin entered female division 2. Everybody says press 2. Maybe he'll use it. Oh, 589 super chat from White Wolf. These are really random amounts. Somewhere, hashtag Marcus is driving, pulling over to the side of the road, and going to usurper my shady spot under chain. Maybe Uncle Marcus will hang out with us. Thank you for the 589 super chat, White Wolf. Thank you for the support, brother. As always, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Eastside Arbor said, hey, Derek, Greg here, got 7th king of the table, under 85 kg. There were some strong little guys there. Greg, were you who was the guy under 85 kg? He had a backwards, look like a white guy, he had a black shirt on and a backwards trucker hat. Who was that? Was that you? Who was that? That guy looked strong as hell. Whoever that dude was, I was asking some people earlier who that guy was. I could go back and watch the name, I'm sure, but I didn't notice the name originally, and I haven't gone back and watched it. But later on when I was watching, that guy looked strong as hell. Was that you? Who was that? Who's the guy with the backwards hat and the black t-shirt? Ibrius Cantus, Derek, have you pulled Corey West, or is he on the same level? Is he or you on the same level for a match? I have pulled Corey West at practice. What was that, like a year or two ago? We pulled. He was stronger than me at the time. Me and Corey pulled left-handed a year ago. Has it been a year? About a year ago. But right-handed we haven't pulled in like 2 years. He was stronger than me, but not by much at the time. So I'm excited I'm much stronger than I was then, and I'm sure he's stronger too. I'm very excited for a match with us. It will happen, and I believe I'll win. Are you going to commentate on the next East versus West? I have not been invited to, Johnny. I would love to. Yeah, Chance Shaw, young guys like me and you, Chance, us young guys. Savage Arm Wrestling says, do you think Fresh Larry could have won that match? Yeah, Larry looked great. I think he definitely could have. Let's see. If Dave beats Hermes, will Levon have to pull against Dave again? I mean, it'd be interesting to see it. It'd be interesting to see how Dave would prep differently or what he would do differently for another Levon match. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of us still want to see Hermes have his chance at Levon. So I don't know. $10 super chat from Ibrius Kentus says, what do you think of Denis Saplenkov's return? How far do you think he can compete up? Oh, how far do you think he can compete up the ladder? Is he a future Levon contender/threat? So Denis Saplenkov, if he gets back, you don't go from being Levon level, top of the sport, untouchable in many ways. You don't go from that status to getting out of sport due to complications and then getting back in the sport just to be mid-level, right? If Dennis returns to the sport, I don't think he is happy with or will aim for anything less than Levon, right? Dennis won't get back in sport just to be like 10th place, right? He won't. So I feel like, and it's scary to say, but I feel like he goes full bore. I feel like if he gets back into it, once he gets the swing of things, he goes all out again. It's scary to say that, but I think that's the case. And if that happens, then him Levon is destiny. That is where he'll end up, and that's the match we'll see. Because I can't. Can you imagine? Okay, you're elite, right? No one touches you. You're beating everybody in the world forever. Bad, horrible luck, horrible health. You're almost die. You decide you're coming back. Would you come back and be like, and while you're still relatively young enough to make it super high level, would you come back and be like, 10th is good for me? No. If he comes back with all the excitement and the king of the table matches and all the excitement about around arm wrestling right now, if he comes back, he would go for it. I can't imagine him not going all the way for it, right? So I think that's what happens. I think, he's a future Levon threat contender, 100%. Cold Stone with the $5 super chat. Come visit Wisconsin and throw with me. You'd probably be good. And throw with you? What do you mean? What do you mean, super chat? I appreciate it. Wisconsin. Wait, isn't it getting a little cold out there? Hold on. Wait, once the snow stops, Wisconsin's pretty cold. Hold on. You tricking me out there? Let's see. Derek, you are my dad, says Firkin. Hello, my son. Savage Arm Wrestling. Yo, bro, come to Japan. It's open now. I don't know. Wait, you're in Japan? Dude, I want to go. That's definitely bucket list for sure. Esmeralda says, smash that like button, people. What are we at? 166 likes, 221 people in here. Hey, you guys, if you have not hit the thumbs up button, I really appreciate that. Also, I should pause real quick and mention, guys, there is a third tier membership on my channel. If you guys are interested in it, it is called the Game Train membership. I don't do hardcore arm wrestling one-on-one training with people online, but what I do offer is the third tier membership. It's $100 a month. That's a lot of money. I understand that. It's more for hardcore arm wrestlers and people that are starting to train for arm wrestling. What it'll do is, if you get into it, one, you have unlimited direct access to me to answer all your questions for training. I'll do a video review for you once a month of your trainings or your table time, where I'll break down everything you're doing and send it back to you. And then also I'll do a weekly live stream for training purposes only for you, for the Game Train people, going over things like pronation, rising, how to do a hook, just hardcore training things for arm wrestlers, right? So if you're a hardcore arm wrestler and you're looking for some guidance, that's the best I can offer. I get hit up for online coaching a lot. That's the best I can offer right now in terms of time, because doing a hardcore full training with somebody online takes up a lot of time for me. So this is what I'm offering right now. Anyway, I had to mention it before the stream's done. Jason Lewis says, what style do you think would benefit Shaw? Hook or top roll? He's insanely strong with strongman lifts that would benefit a hook, in my opinion. He has a really long arm. His arm's about as long as mine. Not built necessarily well for a hook because our hand can be so far away from our body because our arm is so long. But I think a high hook. I think a high hook is the ultimate move in arm wrestling. I think that Brian develops that solidly with a solid rise and pronation. I think that when I was gripping up with him, the thought of him going backwards is scary as hell. Right. When he would go sideways and I could reel him into a hook and I could isolate his bicep, then okay, I'm more comfortable there. But the thought of him actually posting backwards, like, he's just going to pick your whole body up with him. So I think he's built for a top roll really well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Back on the chat. How the grippers feel after that training with Brian Shaw? Does he use them? We didn't touch grippers. He said he doesn't use them right now, but he has closed the 3.5 and been certified. He has not opened up his number 4. Oh, he said he got certified. He closed the number the 3.5, but the ref did it weird and they didn't certify him or something like that. But he closed the 3.5. He says, I believe him. Have you pulled any arm wrestlers or met anybody from New Zealand at all? Not that come to my brain. No. Derek, keep the content going, says Justin Pastoni. I will. Black Elbow is looking to book a seminar with you, says Johnny Dang. All right, let me know. Glenn Pedersen, you versus Sabian, East versus West in January. Ooh. Man, I always plan to have matches in the United States, and I haven't been having matches. That was the original plan. Remember, I wanted to take a break from international travel, have matches in the United States, and then go back overseas. But that sounds so awesome. It's so hard to turn down an invite to East versus West, guys. It's so ridiculously hard to turn it down. Now another $10 super chat from Ibrius Cantos. Have you ever pulled Monster Michael Todd even in private? I'm new to sports, so I have limited knowledge. Do you think Monster Michael Todd's injury is serious? Will Monster Michael Todd be back 100% in your opinion? I have pulled Michael Todd many times on his channel. You can probably just search Derek Smith and Michael Todd. Many videos of us training together. I've been over to his house a few times and stayed over there with him and Rebecca. So yes, I've pulled with Mike. Do you think Monster Michael Todd's injury is serious? I'm sure the injury is serious, especially if he's going to pull out of it, out of the match, because I know Mike is pretty gung-ho about things, and if he can pull through it, he would. So it must be relatively serious. Will Monster Michael Todd be back 100% in your opinion? Yes, of course. Mike is a health freak, eats perfect, trains 4 times a day. Mike will be rehabbed and back up and running ASAP. I have no doubt in my mind. So yeah, I mean, I haven't hit him up privately and talked to him about the injury yet, or if he thinks he'll be bouncing back. But if I know Mike, he'll be fine. He'll be back 100%. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you. And welcome to the sport, man. You said you're new to the sport. Welcome. Love seeing new people getting involved. Yeah, that's the best thing in the world. Seeing the sport grow, even from fans or from actual arm wrestlers, doesn't matter. Eyes on the sport is what we all love. Thank you. Let's see. Bro, Manny, Alex. Oh, no, you guys jumped way ahead. I was so close. No, I wasn't. I was not close. Oh, I thought I was close. I was not close. No, you guys, with 200 people, I can't. Once I get around 200 people, I start falling behind. On the chat. It's just happened. Alex Smith, killing my guy, crushing it as always. Alex Smith, thank you. That's the old gamer shout out. I appreciate that. Let's see. iPhone is good for recording videos. iPhone is fine for recording videos. If it records in 4K, hell yeah. Marcus mentioned last night. It's weird. Do you know of any arm wrestlers that have had bursitis in their elbow? Jason Lewis, not off the top of my head. Craig D says Larry's just did really well at a tournament recently. I encourage you to go watch it and see how much more fluid and how much more comfortable he is on the table. He's looking like an arm wrestler. Let's see. Arm Gods is a bad. Manny says, who has Hermes beaten in the top 10 right hand in the past year? Gennady does not count since Gennady was unranked when he pulled Hermes. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. Is there an answer to that? Has he not beaten anybody in the top 10? Interesting. Let's see. Brad Butler, I've noticed Levon has a voice like someone who has gigantism, i.e. Andre the Giant. Is that a side effect of HGH, or does anyone know if he always sounded that way? Just curious. No young videos. I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything about that. That is interesting, though. He does have a really deep voice. Levon is such a good dude. You guys, if you ever get a chance to hang out with him in person, he's super funny, cracks jokes, very lighthearted individual. Obviously, when he's on the table and he's getting crazy for a match, then that's different. But Levon is like, we're in a group of 10. Levon was the funniest dude there. He was the only Georgian guy I saw smiling and laughing with me. Everybody else was super serious. So I had a lot of fun with him, for sure, when I got to hang out with Levon, for sure. Do you think Prudnik is underrated? Yes. I think Prudnik's amazing. He's an amazing arm wrestler. Craig D says, given that Sabin won the arm wrestling tournament with Larry Wheels, does that make you want to get the Sabin quadratic fist more now? No, I've kind of always been wondering what that thing would feel like. My father built like a knockoff version of it we messed around with, but I haven't got to mess with Sabin's actual handle. Derek, just curious, how do you feel about bullying? Not a fan. Not a fan, man. That's a weird topic to get into, but definitely not a fan of bullying. I was a bully when I was in like 3rd grade, and then I quickly realized I was bigger than all the other kids and I didn't like it. So definitely not a fan or big believer in bullying. If you're on death row, you can have one last meal. What would it be? I don't know. Maybe some kind of steak or something. Or I don't know. It's an interesting question. If I had one last meal, a very nice steak, maybe like a side of fettuccine alfredo, chicken and broccoli. I would really love me some fettuccine alfredo. Cobra Voda says, Derek, in high school, I was in a big match, just 2 strong high school kids. Money was involved, and last minute I scammed Last minute, I scammed and rigged it so I would win and all lose money. Does this happen in arm wrestling? Not that I'm aware of. That's how you would get killed. Stealing, robbing money from people, stealing money from people. Yeah, they get pretty bad. Joel C. 1975 says, "Did you get a chance to get a shower head with a long cord yet?" No, I have not. Derek/Corey/Chance would be an amazing team to train together to raise in the USA to another level. I would love to train with Corey and Chance. That would be awesome. Those are my guys. I know a lot of people think that Corey hates me and Chance. I don't think that's the case. I talked to Corey. I just messaged him yesterday. I talked to Chance a little more often than I talked to Corey, but I still have a good relationship with Corey, I think. And I have no ill will towards him at all. He's my buddy. I still think I'm going to beat him when we arm wrestle, but that doesn't mean I hate the guy. I like Corey. So, yeah, I would love to train with those guys. It's just we're all really spread out. Chance is all over the world right now in Sweden and Florida. And Corey's been traveling a lot all over the United States right now, taking matches. I've just been a bum. Who you got, Wawrinski versus Bozidar? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if Adam's on that level. I hope he is. I'm really excited to see him at that level compete at East versus West, but I don't know. I don't have enough information. I don't have enough information to give you a solid answer on that one. I know it's going to be a hook. Dennis is prepared for Levon, it seems. Awesome. Craig D, yes, I believe Devin beats Prudnick. Ibrius says, thank you, Derek. Would be a good match. Subdog says, Jerry shot straight for Kazi. McNamara says, he'll never beat Levin. Hello, have you ever pulled against Sabin? I've never pulled against Sabin. So Black's case is sad. He'll never be the same from anything I've seen. If he goes all out, he's seriously risking his life possibly. Yeah, I agree, Jason. That's scary. But could you see him getting the sport and not going all out? I mean, after you've tasted the top level, would you go hard for 6th place? I don't. Maybe he does, and that's totally fine. In my opinion, that's totally fine if he does it. I'm just thinking from his perspective. I think he goes all the way for the top. Jarmzik, the cautionary tale: arm wrestlers should not throw stuff, especially softballs. Imagine how tall Derek would look in Japan, says Savage. Dude, so down. I want to go to Japan. If anybody has any hookups to get my big ass out to Japan, I'm in. I am in. I'm in. That's one of my dream places I've always wanted to travel to. Man, it'd be so cool. I definitely want to go to Japan. Best Glazard Tay says, Derek, do you think Sledgehammer levering has good carryover to arm wrestling? Also, are you a member on the Gritboard forum? I am not a member on the Gritboard forum. I think sledgehammers can have carryover for your rising. Grip has a play in arm wrestling, not as big as a play as outsiders think, but it does have a place in arm wrestling, but just a small place. But yeah, I mean, sledgehammer levering. Are you talking about the one where they drop it down? Isn't that one levering is called where they drop it down to your face and you stop? That I don't believe has much of a carryover. I think it's called the penny lift with a sledgehammer, where you pick it straight up while rising, and you keep the sledgehammer flat with a penny on the end of it, so the penny doesn't fall off. That has more carryover for arm wrestling than anything, in my opinion. Fans watching from the Philippines, Mark Edward. Hey, what's up, Philippines? Thanks for watching, guys. That's awesome, man. I love that people all over the world are watching this right now. What do you think of arms that don't go straight? Says no one. That sucks. Okay, wait. I got a question for you guys. I've been asking people this. I love asking people this question. Let me start a poll. Okay, so if I had metal beams in my arm where it couldn't straighten out, would you see me as the legit champ? Okay, so the question is, if I had got a surgery per se, and I had metal bars implanted in my arm, and it held it even tighter than 90 degrees. Like my arm could not open up. There's titanium in here, right? My arm stays like this at all times. I sleep like this. It's always like this. And I start beating everybody in the world. Would you see me as the legit champion? Like, would you guys be like, oh, no, that's not fair? Or would you guys be like, wow, he's gotten it? Okay. There we go. Sorry, I had to change it. So I was having this little debate with people the other night, and some people said yes. Some people said that it would still have completely legitimate claims to number one. And say, I didn't put in there, and I'm beating everybody. Say I'm unpinnable. My arm cannot be moved. Right? Yeah, it still uses chest and stuff, but my arm literally can't open up. It's here with metal, right? And it's fused. I'm interested in asking people this. Okay, wait, where was that? Oh no, did I lose you guys again? Okay. What do you think, arms that don't go straight? There we go. Yo, Derek, when's the Mindaugas Dulskis poll happening? They declined it. I wanted that one. I asked them for it, but it was already too late. I guess they already booked somebody. So, but maybe at some other point we'll arm wrestle. But yeah, they already found somebody else for him. Definitely huge when he's in Japan, says Dino. Savage Arm Wrestling. Yes, I'm in Japan. I know a bunch of people. I recently pulled a former sumo wrestler on my channel. He's a current heavyweight left-handed champion. That's awesome. My buddy is out there in Japan. Dan Henderson. Check him out. He's a strong man from America. He's done a few arm wrestling tournaments. I don't know if he arm wrestles anymore. He used to do tournaments out there in Japan as well. Big dude. Really big white guy from Southern California. But he's in Japan. He teaches English out there. So I don't know. Dan Henderson or Harrison. Oh, crap. It's one of the Harrison. But he's over there in Japan. So if you get a chance, you should practice with him or go get a video polling with him. Do you think Chafee will be fully recovered for Hermes since his match with Vitali so recent? Savage Armist says, I can hook you up with all the big names out here. I'm actually trying to get into some tape time with Yoshi Kanai. Oh, hell yeah, right? Dude, I'd be so down to pull with Yoshi. That'd be awesome. Devin just posted, it looks like Louisiana Jim getting injections in his arm. More stem cell? Probably. Do you see that clip of Sabin and all of the other guy? No, I've not. Do you listen to old school hip hop? Sometimes. Jason Lewis says $100 a month is 1 to 2 high class dates or 4 to 5 McDonald's cheap dates. I have to weigh the value. Thank you, man. I appreciate weighing the value. That's important. I appreciate that. Sabin is a good arm wrestler, but even better troll. Savage. Let's see. Sabin's elbow foul saved him. With Sabin qualifying, would you pull him the next King of the Table or East versus West? I haven't done a King of the Table. When is the next King of the Table? I haven't done a King of the Table. It's interesting. I just know everything on the internet gets clipped out, so I'm kind of don't want to answer that really quickly, or should I think about that answer? Because I answer this, then all of a sudden someone clips it and they start making videos about it. All of a sudden, Devin's forearm has hype videos made about me and Sabin. That's interesting. That is interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'd pull him. Let's see. I'm talking to Jason Lewis. Plot twist: Sabin earns a spot on King of the Table and will be pulling Larry Wheels. Oh, that would be interesting. Best Glazard Tay says, Derek, have you ever met Johnny Walker? Do you know what his training routine is like? Can't seem to find much info on him. I have not. He was not really active in the sport since I've been in it. He's already been out of it, so I never have been around him or had an opportunity to meet him. Sadly, he's just a legend. Cobra Voda says, Derek, what's your theme song for your entrances for your matches? I don't have a theme song as of right now. Cobra, if you're in here still, can you give us any information on Johnny Walker's training? The only thing I know is that he would throw the dumbbell and catch that dumbbell. That's the only thing I know. Do you know anything else in terms of his training routine? Cobra, hopefully you're still in here. You legend. I would love hearing from you in regards to Johnny Walker's training routine. Jason Lewis, I was the smallest and youngest kid in my grade. I was bullied until early high school years. Then I hit a growth spurt. I was never huge, but people quit bullying me. All right. Attaboy. Hector Antonio de Jesus Ibarra Sanchez. How many chances do Ryan have to beat Zarab, or do you think that it's free money to bet in favor of Zarab? That match might be close. Ryan Bowen's a good arm wrestler. So is Zarab. Zarab seems to be pretty strict in his lanes. He pretty much tends to do straight hook sideways or flop press sideways. That's pretty much it. I haven't seen a top roll from the guy like ever. So I think you kind of know what you're getting on Zarab. Will Ryan be big enough and strong enough to roll out Zarab? He cannot hook with him. He cannot hook with him. He'll get thrown across the table. So can he roll him out? That's the question we're all wondering, right? I mean, Chance did it pretty comfortably. Chance is way bigger and stronger than he was when he faced Ryan. But Ryan's also bigger and stronger. I don't know. That match is too close for me to call. I'll call it 50-50. I don't know. I don't know where Ryan's at. I'm not sure. Not sure. We'll see how Ryan's top roll is looking. J-Web Fitness, when we go to Texas on Saturday. I tend to just pronate on a ready go and don't cup. Is that bad? Am I missing power? Yeah, if you only pronate, then it means you're just rotating into their hand. You got a cup as well. Ryan Anderson says, Derek, build a studio already. Invest in yourself, man. You're the dude. What's wrong with my setup? I got the black curtain in the background and shaved day feet. Okay, the channel gets bigger. I get more money from YouTube. I have enough money to get a studio. Then it happens. For now, you guys are in the apartment with me. I'm sorry. You guys are here with me. Okay, let's see. Oh, Ibris with a $2 super chat. Sorry, man, I didn't see it. If it's anything less than $5, it doesn't notify me. I have to see it in the chat. It says, Larry Wheels, 5 to 7 years from now, what do you see? I mean, if he stays on the track he's going, then there's no reason Larry can't be a serious threat to everyone. I mean, he understands how to be strong. He understands how to dedicate himself. Those are big. And he seems to be loving arm wrestling, solving problems and developing answers. How much aggression will he develop on the table? These are things I'm looking for. Fluidity on the table in transitioning from a press to a hook to a top roll to a flop press to a king's move to whatever, and how he handles the problems when people do that to him. That's what I'm looking for. So like fluidity on the table, being versatile, and his aggression. I think the strength will be there relatively soon, but I want to see him be aggressive and really throw himself at somebody and scream in their face. So those are things I'm looking for Larry to see him kind of boost to the next level. But yeah, 5 to 7 years from now, it all depends on him, man. I think he could be something very special. When will we see a match with you against a Texas Piranha? On Saturday, me and the Fish are going to go. We're going to have a match. Joe Cagle, Derek, when are you coming down to Houston this weekend? Yes, sir. I will be there. EC, I'd like to hear who all will be in Houston, assuming Chance and Alex, but not Devin. I think Artem Taranenko is going, I believe, as well. And Uncle John. Those are the ones I know for sure. I don't know who else might be attending. Let's see. Manny says, thoughts on the potential of other up-and-comers in North America, like that 400-plus pound puller you pulled left-handed in Vegas, Ben Leclerc, and powerlifter turned arm wrestler Leroy Walker. Big Ben Leclerc. Yeah, that kid was very strong. A lot of potential with Big Ben. I just saw that he pulled – who did he arm wrestle? Wow, I bit my tongue. Who did he arm wrestle the other day? I just saw Ben have a match with somebody. Who was that? Who did Ben pull? Oh, my gosh, my hair, guys. Who did Ben pull? He pulled damn it, I'm having a brain fart. I just watched him arm wrestle. He lost. Ben has a ton of potential. He's very young, and he has a huge hand, and he obviously has a big passion for the sport. So I think he has a ton of potential going forward. Leroy Walker, been watching him. Obviously, another guy who understands how to be strong. He's been in the game for a little bit now in terms of, I can tell he's passionate about it. He seems to be arm wrestling kind of similar. Every practice, I see him out there, his hand's getting exposed. From what I hear from Texas arm wrestlers, that he is working on his hand, he is working on his weaknesses and trying to move forward with that. So I think it's up to him. But I'm excited about seeing anybody transition to arm wrestling, especially Brian Shaw, or any of the powerlifters or strongmen getting into arm wrestling is awesome. Big Laws, all those guys. Like, I think that's fantastic for the sport, and I hope the best for them. I hope they all reach their highest potential in the sport. Oh, let's go check out the poll real quick. I forgot about it. All right, so 63% of you guys said you would not see me as a champion if I had an arm that wouldn't go straight with metal in it. All right, but 37% of you guys said, yeah, I would still be the champion even if my arm wouldn't go straight due to surgery. Crazy. Okay. Craig D says, who wins Matt Mass versus Saunders? I had Saunders as the favorite. I think Saunders is a little more versatile than Matt. And Saunders has been on a tear lately. He's been doing really well. So I had Saunders as the favorite, 60-40 Saunders. Does Cobra win his match? I don't know enough about Cobra's opponent to get into that, but I'm going to say, yeah, Cobra wins. Of course, Cobra wins. Ibrius Countess says, get to Japan, so much good food. Yes, I'm down. Someone help set it up. What is Devin and Dan Mosier injecting right now? LOL, Devin flew to Monroe, Louisiana for some more stem cell, or is that something else? I do not know. I haven't talked to Devin. I'll have to give him a call. Someone sponsored Derek to go to Japan and then rent him one of those tiny motels. Yeah, I want to be in one of those, the little motels that's like a little, what's it called? It's shaped like a pill. It's a little room. I wouldn't even fit in it. Japan yen is 150 to $1. The time to go is now. Derek, would you sacrifice your left arm to be number one on right as long as you want? Oh, Patrick Murphy with the deep question. Would I sacrifice my left arm, cut it off, and then to be number one in the world right-handed for as long as I want? Oh, man. You know, the only thing that pops out, the only reason I would say no, it's crazy. The only reason I would say no is because if I have another kid or when my daughter has children, if there's ever a point where I can't hold as many children as I can hold my grandchildren with both arms, I would regret it. I would regret only being able to hold one of them. Then I want my left arm. Like that's how important it would be for me to be number one. But if I would ever be in a situation where I couldn't hold my grandchildren or children, I wouldn't want that. So no, sadly. That's it though. Just so I can hold the grandchildren. It's important enough. Oh man. That would be, yeah. Are you going to be doing the drugs? All the drugs. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Calm down, Terminator. Derek, do you already have the surgery book, buddy? No. Kazi McNamara says Corey will crack that arm open. Woo! Let's see. Do you like to eat? Yeah, hell yeah. Sounds robotic. Adrian Yeager says, yeah, I would. Your thick skin and strong spirit are the only things keeping that metal beams from bending. Savage Arm Wrestling, bro, I am close with Big He Dan, bro. Oh, me and him pull regularly. Hey, tell Dan I said hello. We had a super match. Me and Dan had a super match out here in Southern California. What's your favorite food? I don't know. I've been leaning on fettuccine Alfredo a lot in the past few years. Dan Henderson is a MMA fighter. I know that, yeah. I get the last name mixed up. What's your favorite food to get big? Rice and red meat and vegetables. Just eat a ton of that. All right, Brad Butler, thanks for coming by. Where are we at, guys? Okay, we have 7 more minutes and then we're off. 7 more minutes. Can you beat the GOAT, John? I would love to have a match with John again. He's not very far. I more than anything, I want to train with him, but I'd be down to have a match with him as well. Bags under your eyes, kidneys need some help. I've had bags under my eyes my entire life, but I also am kind of tired right now. But yeah, since I was a kid, I always had super dark eyes. Salam Meister says Sabian would be your master if you lost to him. I know, huh? I had to say Sabian's my master if I lose to him. Just post a hype video. You just mentioned I should make. I just posted the hype video. Wiley Coyote, 2 more payments and my 85 Dodge Aries will be free and clear. Attaboy. Congratulations, man. Hey, Derek, long time no see from 0082294. Chave's sad AF as usual. Some things don't change. How, my man? Chave is killing the game, dude. Why are you being a hater right now? You know we haven't done it forever? Should I try a gripper? We haven't done it, but I'm kind of, like I said, I'm on a healing campaign right now for my arm to heal up for Saturday. And I'm worried if I try heavy grippers, I might light up my nerves and stuff. But I really want to kind of try. We haven't tried the 3.5 in weeks. It's been like a month. I don't even know if I can even move it, or maybe I'll just slam it closed. I have no idea. $5 super chat from White Wolf says, thoughts on the Matt Mass upcoming match? I just answered that. I think that Matt is the underdog on that one. I think I have Saunders as the favorite 60-40. Yeah. I think Saunders is too well-rounded, too versatile. And he's on a tear right now. He's young, up and coming. Yeah. All right, guys. So if you guys want me to try the 3.5, we'll see if we can close it again. When you get to 200 likes, we're at 195, so I need 5 more thumbs up. And then spam the number 1 in the chat. 2 if you just want me to talk until this for the next 5 minutes. 1 if you want me to try the gripper. 2 if you want me to just talk until we're done. And we have to get the 200 likes, and then I'll do the gripper. We'll see if we can get a 3.5 close live for you guys right now. Feet of strength for you guys. There we go. 1. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up, I appreciate it, you guys. Let's get to that 200. We're so close. Okay. No one wants me to talk? Wow, guys. Wow. For real? It's like that? Like, for real? Okay. We're at 198 likes. 2 more likes. Oh, there we go. 202. It jumped. Thank you. All right. How's this thing feel? It feels rough. Okay. Let's get some chalk, and then I'll show you guys the thing. This might not be a smart idea, but it's YouTube, man. What are we even talking about? Oh, my hand just cracked like 10 times. Okay. All right. Let's get that 3.5. Show it on screen. Come on. Focus. There it goes. 3.5. I don't know if it feels rough. That thing feels rough. Okay, wait, a little more chalk. I'll leave it right here so you guys know I'm not cheating. So it didn't leave the frame. People have been crazy. I posted the video of me closing it, and they're like, oh, it left the frame for 2 seconds. You swapped it out. Cheater. So, okay. All right, let's see what we got. No. Damn it. Well, those of you that know me and follow my chat know that I'm going to have to try it again. That we're going to try it one more time. We're going to let that rage build up from that loss, and we're going to give it one more attempt before we're done, and we might just slam this thing closed. Oh, I hate this 3.5. It's like this ongoing war. I've beaten it in the battles, but I think it's been winning the war overall. Damn it. Stand up, says Veronica. I know, right? Oh, okay. We've got to give it a second. We got to give it a minute. Damn it. So aggravating. I've closed. You guys hang out a lot. You guys know I've closed it a few times on stream, but right now it's not working. All right. Hat's coming off. You guys know when the hat comes off, things are getting real. This is looking crazy long. Man, I got a haircut. Okay. All right. Looking a bit too relaxed. Okay. A little more chalk. I have the. Should we do the smelling salts? I got the smelling salts. All right. Sniff a little ammonia. Why not? It's just a stream. Just a little ammonia. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Okay, that's it. Trust me. You can see it. 3.5. It says it. You guys trust me. Well, it was way closer than the first time. Oh God. It didn't happen, guys. It didn't happen. Freaking 3.5. That's so aggravating. Look at his hair, though. All right. I failed. You guys think I should get like a man bun? All right, guys. Well, let's see. It's 7 o'clock. That is the hour and a half. I always go live for an hour and a half. That's the hour and a half. So next week, I plan on Wednesday being live again, but at the normal time, 4:30 to 6. So, you guys, sorry I failed you. Damn it. That thing pisses me off, man. I don't like failing at things. I'm not a fan of failing. I'm not a good loser. I am a sore loser. All right. Well, as always, love you guys to death. We jumped up to like 200, and I think we almost had 250 people in here at one time. You guys, the live chats are cracking. It is building. As always, man, you guys always get emotional at the end of this, but thank you. Thank you for hanging out, man. Thank you for helping support this dream of mine, and thank you for helping support the sport, which is bigger than all of us, which I have devoted my life to. Thank you for all of it, guys. Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. Like never in my wildest dreams, if you would have asked me a long time ago, would I be here talking to you guys and answering questions and things and having all the experiences I've had. So you guys are amazing. Oh, I didn't even mention the website the whole time. You guys, the AW Switch. Moderators, please plug it in the chat. The AW Switch, you guys. It's the website, mine and Bridget's. T-shirts, hats, stickers. You guys should shipping stuff out. We got some packages right here. We'll mail them out right now. Yeah, if you guys haven't bought any shirts or hats or stickers, go check it out. They're very good quality. If there's people in the chat right now that have bought the stuff already, they can attest to it. The quality is fantastic. The shirts are amazing. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys go check it out and get a shirt, get a hat, get a sticker, and let me know. Let me know feedback. We're coming out with some new designs pretty soon as well. So, Veronica, can you please post the link to the awswitch.com in the chat? I appreciate that. And yeah, after that, I will be saying goodbye, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. You guys are amazing. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. See you.